What is something that's influenced you and your art that you're never going to talk about before?
Damn. I've kind of been like a really like drawing type of guy. I feel like I wouldn't have got into music if it wasn't for like drawing and stuff. They're so closely like linked. Yeah. I don't know, I'm really creative, so it's hard to express that in music. I was at a point I was thinking of like doing all drawn covers like for all my songs and stuff, but ever since I was little I've been drawing. So, and it's crazy because both my parents are like not drawers at all. Like they don't draw or anything. Like my dad does music, like he made music when he was younger and stuff, but drawing was like a foreshadow for like you're gonna make music one day.
A prelude or something.
A prelude. Yeah, exactly.
Where does the name Lyrah come from? Because obviously your name's Rory.
Yeah. Okay, so I used to play like a bunch of Minecraft back in the day, and I needed a gamer tag. And I was like a PvP nerd. Like I was playing like, you guys know Hypixel and stuff? Yeah. I was playing Hypixel. I was like a Hypixel nerd, dude. I'm like 14 star on like Skywars, which is like, I was a sweat, dude. I had to think of a name. I had like other names before it. But Lyrah came from a star constellation. So there's a constellation called Lyrah without the H. And I was like, damn, that's a pretty cool name. And there was like other names that were like sort of, there's like Aries and stuff, like, and I knew nothing about like star signs or anything, so I didn't really have association with any of that. I just kind of thought it's like Aries is, because I listen to Aries. Like I'm a pretty OG Aries fan too, so I kind of got inspired by that in a way. Yeah, Lyrah came from a constellation. I just put an H in front of it.
For Minecraft?
Yeah, for Minecraft. And like, I had other names after it. And then when I went to music, I was like, Lyrah was a good name. Like, I feel like that's just like, it's Lyrah, you know?
It works, yeah.
It works. I also got to say, I only found out about this like recently. The Lyrah name, I think, is like referring to like a Greek god who's like, I don't know, the queen or like the, I don't know, who represents like harps, like the musical instrument. Cool. It's like the god of music or something. Yeah, not to be egotistical, but who knows? Yeah. Maybe I'm the god of music.
Speaking of childhood, who are your biggest idols growing up?
Who are my biggest idols? Well, I feel like I have to say my parents. You know, I feel like they encouraged like my creativity, I guess. And I feel like if that was restricted, I wouldn't have, like I said before, like drawing was like a segue into my music. So I feel like they didn't restrict it or anything. They didn't want me to like do something or be something that I didn't want to be. Like they just let me, you know, be creative and stuff.
When people discover you and your music, what is the first thing you would want them to think?
I don't know. I feel like when people come across music, they don't realize how much effort like goes into it. And like when I record like my vocals and stuff, I'd like spend hours trying to get like the right takes, and like I comp everything, which is like splicing different cuts and everything into like the one vocal, and there's like, and I try to make it as smooth as possible, and there's like so much that goes into all the nitty gritty of, you know, all the vocals and stuff, and not many people like realize I work my ass off with that. And it's like, I don't know, I wish people would understand that it's like not just my music but just other people's music in general. Like a lot of people put a lot of work into that, and I don't know, that's kind of my issue. I feel like when people come across music, there's just not that appreciation people have. They're just kind of like, oh, it's music, it's a song, I don't like it. But it's like, you know, you gotta understand, like they went out their way for a couple months like trying to fix this song up, make it sound perfect, all that. But yeah, I just don't care really. But I just wish people had an appreciation for people's music. Like bit better. We need to do something about that, change people's mindsets. But my music, I don't care. Think how you think. It's fine. I can't change your opinion.
What would you say is your most prized possession?
I mean, my microphone, my Rode NT1A, man. That shit is like...
It's a good mic.
It's a good mic.
Yeah.
Pretty cheap too. If you're trying to start up music, go buy one. Like $150, I think.
So you were mentioning before like how your drawing relates to your music. Do you have a favorite drawing?
For year 12, like last year when I graduated from high school, I had to draw like a final piece of just like big art, right? And they had to there was 2, so one for each semester, and they had to like link, and there were like 2 massive family portraits. So one was a portrait of like my mom, my dad, my brother, and me, and then the other was my 2 cats and my 2 dogs. So they kind of link, so it's like all family, you know, because animals are part of the family, you know. So I guess that was it's the most detail I put into like a drawing. So I don't know, I'm pretty proud of that. But I haven't really drawn in like a while. I kind of started getting back into it like recently, but I'm very on and off with it. So, but definitely that's probably the most, you know, proud and most, I guess, special drawing I've made. I fucking love cats, man. They're so chill, and they're just like, it's like you don't need to worry about them a whole lot. They just kind of do their own thing. You feed them in the morning, at night, pat them. They don't bark. They don't, you know. I love my dogs, dude. But I gotta say, I'm a cat guy.
What are your pets' names?
We got Jinx, and then you got Cisco. They're like really lovely. They're very, very sweet. Cisco sleeps with me like every morning. So like he meows at my door and scratches at my carpet and everything, and it's like, it's so annoying, but he's really, I appreciate it. It's love. And he's been doing it for like 3 years, the same thing. And like by my door, like the front of my door, you can see just like carpet, like just like scratches and pulled out carpet. It's horrible, but you know, can't do much about it because he won't stop.
How often do you integrate your day-to-day life into your music?
It's not really like themes I think about like during the day to write in a song, you know. I kind of just like, I freestyle pretty much everything when I start recording. Like I just think of melodies and stuff. I think a lot of people do that now, but like I don't really think of things in my day-to-day life that, you know, to put in my lyrics and music and stuff. But like when I'm producing and stuff, like recently, like I've been making my own stuff, like all my beats and stuff. I feel like that's my process now. Like whatever comes with the beats, it also, on top of that, the vocals come in, and it's kind of like, they kind of all intertwine. There's not really much like day-to-day life, you know. It's kind of whatever I'm feeling. Like,
it's more spur of the moment.
Yeah, it's like I'm feeling more like a funky bass, you know.
Yeah.
I pretty much talk about the same things, bro. Gotta be honest, man.
You talk about, are they
Like heartbreak and stuff.
Are they experiences? Do you like reference experiences you've had?
No, dude. I haven't been in a relationship for like 3 years, man. I gotta be honest.
You just be writing pop?
I just be writing pop shit, dude.
Yeah.
Pop bangers, man. That's what I do.
Yeah.
Don't be scared to like write about just a whole bunch of nothing that doesn't, you know, like I freestyle pretty much everything. Like I kind of just think of melodies on the spot, lyrics and all that on the spot, and like whatever fits in. And I kind of, in the back of my mind, I'm kind of like whatever I say is gonna kind of link anyway. Like Rhyme Zone.
Yeah.
Rhyme Zone is like the GOAT, bro. I use that.
Say, like, do you favor the melody more than the lyrics? Like,
Yeah, pretty much. I like on my phone, I have like maybe 400 voice memos of just me mumbling, just doesn't. Like I think for Say What You Are, my like most recent one, I literally thought about that in my work bathroom toilet, like my work's toilet, bro. I was like,
it's kind of integrating your day-to-day life.
I guess that's what you can say about like day-to-day life. Like it just kind of comes to me in the moment, especially for voice memos and stuff. I just think about it and I'm like, this could be good, this could be something.
Do you feel trapped at all by the current system of like streaming and algorithms and stuff like that?
Yeah, it kind of gets me, I don't know, down the dump sometimes. It's like some songs do way better than others, and just, it's like even though you make something crazy, like something that's just like so well put together, you're so proud of, like, it just depends on the audience if they like it, you know. It's not, yeah, it's, I don't know, it kind of sucks, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Can't do much about it. I don't really use TikTok much anymore. Like for promoting, that was like my main source of just, it's like free. You literally just post a video and it gets on the algorithm, and it's like, but you know, I feel like that's kind of ruined it a bit. Like, you know, you hear like the term TikTok song is like, it's so just like,
It's a negative term.
yeah. And it's like, I'd hate to be like posting a song on TikTok and then blowing up from TikTok. I mean, depends on how big it gets, I think. Like Distress, that, you could call that a TikTok song because like that just blew up from TikTok. But I don't know.
What is the best live show that you've ever been to?
Dude, I haven't been to much live gigs at all. I gotta be honest, bro. I only turned 18 this year. So,
That's, yeah. Can't.
That's crazy.
but Glaive and Eric though, it was very fun. It was so fun. It was like, it's cause, I don't know, I feel like, cause I met Eric too. That was crazy. I got a photo with him. I don't know, cause Glaive and Eric kind of like the inspirations for my music. And I guess, like, even if I went to other gigs and stuff, I think this one would have mattered the most, you know? Because Glaive and Eric, they kind of kick-started, I guess, my music, so, I don't know, it kind of meant a lot more to me than if I went to, like, a bunch of other gigs, you know? It was, like, my first kind of gig. Yeah, more personal for me. It's like, they'll probably never know that. But, to me, it was kind of like that. I met Jesse for the first time. That was crazy. And I met Tommy for the first time too.
Yeah.
Would you associate your music with any particular genre? And if you don't, why not?
Pop music, man. It's just alternative pop. I don't know. I feel like they're just kind of all the same now. Like they say, hyper pop. Your music's hyper pop. It's like, dude, where the fuck did that come from? What is that? What does that mean?
Nothing at this point.
It's like there's no hyper in my music. It's just pop, alright? Pop. So, I don't do.
Shit.
I mean, do you want to get interviewed too, bro? Hyperpop is very saturated in that, like, I feel like it's not really progressing forward, I feel like, you know, I don't know, I'm not really like, yeah, I don't know, I feel like it's kind of overdone. It was cool when it first came out, like, it was insane, and it definitely influenced me too, like, but it's kind of, I feel like everyone's gone into their own directions.
If you could remove or change one thing from the music industry, what would it be?
This might sound a bit dumb, because good music will definitely, like, get you places, but I feel like people need to have more chances, you know, like, I feel like a lot of people are really bad at promoting themselves and getting themselves out there, networking and all that, and like, I gotta say, I'm terrible at networking, dude. And I'm not saying this like as in my perspective, but because it's not really, but like, I feel like for a lot of people, like, they don't get the opportunities, a lot of, like, what, you know, they make crazy ass music and then they don't get that opportunity from, like, I don't know, maybe like A&Rs, labels and stuff, you know. I feel like there's a lot of effort that you need to do to get yourself to a point, even though if you might make good ass music. And I feel like people need to break rules and boundaries on, like, how they get themselves out there, than just following that, like, you need to promote yourself and advertise yourself as this, like, we're so stuck on, like if you want to be famous and stuff, you kind of have to have, like, pop star attributes, and you can't be, like, mysterious and sort of just, like, your own skin, I feel like. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like there's like a
rule.
like a tunnel you have to go through.
Yeah, I feel like, and it's the same tunnel, and it's like, can we take the other tunnel?
Who should we interview next?
what's his name? The baby. What's he doing nowadays, bro? What's he doing?
Interviewed a baby.
Is he selling shows?
Fell off or some shit.
Yeah, is he selling shows, bro? Bro, oh my god, I saw this post. Like, all these rappers are, like, trying to sell, like, stadium level, like...
Yeah, little babies.
Yeah.
Tour.
Yeah, and
They
it...
cancel half of it or something.
I know, because they didn't sell, like, all the tickets. There's, like, a photo I saw of, like, how much the sales are. Like, they show it on their website when you're, like, booking.
Yeah.
And it's, like, there's so many spots that are just empty. It's like, dude, you gotta feel bad, bro. And, like, I feel like smaller venues are, like, where it's at, dude. Like, I feel like massive stadiums are just... It's like, it's cooler from the performer's perspective, but audience, I feel like it's cooler, like, all around if you're in, like, a smaller venue, you know?
It's much more personal.
Yeah. Instead of, like, a fucking stadium level.
Who deserves a shout out?
Lil Peep, dude.
Alright.
I'm just saying, bro. Also, I'm not, like, I'm kind of backtracking on what I was saying. Glaive and Eric, like, they inspired me to make, like, the music I'm making now, right? And they also influenced me to make, like, to pursue it a bit more. But Lil Peep, bro, the GOAT. I listened to his music, like, 2017, and, like, his music has inspired me so much, and he gets so much hate for, like, the stuff he was doing, and it's like he had such, like, a cool style aesthetic, and, like, he really broke the boundaries of, like, he needs to get more love, and people just hate, bro. But Lil Peep is the GOAT. I don't care what you guys say. Rip, dude. I don't know, Lil Peep is the GOAT, though. I fucking love him. And shout out his family.
Do you have anything you want to say?
Yeah, do you anything you want to say just at the end?
Mm-hmm.
Any messages for the people?
Anything to the youth.
Don't be so critical and harsh on yourself. I feel like just everyone can be really critical of everything they do. Like, all my music, I always go back and I'm like, oh, I don't like it like that, I don't like this. And I think about all these things I've, like, fucked up in life. But at the end of the day, bro, you're living. I guess that's all that really matters. And I feel like you just can't be harsh on yourself. And, like, if you be too harsh on yourself, you're gonna start to think that way for the rest of your life. And you don't want that, man. Otherwise, you're gonna be just super sad all the time. It's not worth it. So just love everything you do. Appreciate all the little things and the good things that you do. And in life too. Yeah, just don't be harsh on yourself, man. It's the one thing.
Should insert that clip of Lyra dribbling.
Yeah.
The explosion.